Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be on the third chapter of Jinrou game, the B-side. This is an intense chapter because the werewolves finally figure out who they are and they have a conversation. Now, before I continue, I do want to say a few things. If you haven't done so, check out the first two chapter reviews that I have on my channel, as well as the series, which this one is second two. So you guys can check that out in my channel. Also, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button if you guys want to know when I go live or when I upload videos like this one. And lastly, there is a spoiler alert because I will talk about the third chapter, so you've been warned. So the third chapter kind of starts off, everyone goes to their room, and it's already midnight. Nishina-san notices that her room is basically the same as the previous game. The only difference is that there's the safe box inside her room, and inside the safe box, she finds a knife. So, anyway, she walks down the corridor and notices that Inua-san is also coming out of her room, and they start conversating about, who might be the third one. Have you met him? She's like, I'm not really sure who it is. And they start looking for the third werewolf, and they go into a lounge and find him sitting there. And it's a guy, his name is Issei, and Inua-san and Issei have met each other. So throughout this chapter, they kind of conversate. In one, Issei was in a different game, and that kind of, shoots the whole thing, and that he was also, actually, they don't actually mention him being the sole survivor. He just says he beat the game, and he thought it would be over. So he hasn't really explained the fact that if he was the only one or if there was more than him that beat the game in his side. But he was from a different game. He was also hoping for it to be done. And then he also shares that there weren't any bodyguards or twins in his game. So the other side to this is them discussing the new characters. So bodyguard, it's there as a defense to defend from werewolves. And then secondly is the whole twins. Why have the twins? What is their sole purpose other than they know who they are? That one is the twin and the other one is a twin. So that is kind of what they're asking. Now, what I think is at the end of the game, we're going to have the twins and a werewolf left over, which the last werewolf is probably going to die, which is why they have that twin section. Now, this is just a theory that I'm making up. Obviously, this might not be what turns out to be, but that might be what the game master is seeking. So anyways, they then discuss who they should kill, and they mentioned some of the people that I thought they should have killed, like the nerdy girl who has experience, the people that basically are on their way, and people that are smart, people that have intuitive. So they finally decide that shouldn't be the route they go, because the route they should go is kill off the people that probably won't be voted off. So they start looking for, I guess, the sheep between the wolves. And by that, I don't mean a pun. I mean, they're actually trying to get the ones that, probably won't get voted out in the next night. And in a way, that's smart because, a lot of the smarter people, they do tend to be, what's the right word? Suspicious, I guess, just because they're knowledgeable in what they do. So they pick out the guy Kosone, and Kosone is going to be the one that's going to be killed. At least that's what Issei says, and he just says, do you know where Kosone's room is? And that's the end of the third chapter. So the chapter is moving. It moved pretty fast, and I like that we got their kind of inside of their conversation and what they're going to do next. And I'm really excited to see what happens next after this. But I won't have the next chapter until tomorrow. So guys, make sure you keep up with this, and I will be throwing these chapters as fast as possible because I think there's about 17 chapters left. So if you guys have read this series, leave in the comment section below. I want to know your opinions. Also, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. And like always, don't be strangers.